You keep comparing your relationship to others and it makes you feel like a bad person. You don't understand why. Every time you see your friend and their partner, that your friend talk to you about a relationship, where they go, what they do, how it goes in the relationship, you constantly keep having this thought that pops up in your mind, causing you to compare what they have just told you to what goes on in your own relationship. You compare the look of your friend's partner to the look of your own partner. You compare what is all right in theirs to what is wrong in yours. You compare what they have to what you don't have. And you feel guilty. You feel like you are a bad person because you compare your relationship to others. It is understandable. It is understandable that you feel guilty, that you feel like you don't respect your partner, that you feel like you don't honor your partner, that you feel like it's even a proof that you don't love your partner just because you keep comparing them to your friend's partner. I understand that you feel guilty, but you should not. Because let me tell you one thing. The fact that you compare your relationship to others it is just a manifestation of something inherent to your nature. There is something inherent to our human nature. It is to constantly keep comparing what others have to what we do have. And this is the thought you have in your mind that causes you to compare your partner to your friend's partner. This thought is just your human nature expressing itself. And this, you will agree with me, is something you have no control over. You cannot keep yourself from thinking. You cannot tell to the thought to never come again. It comes when it wants and it goes when it wants. You don't control it. That's why you don't have to feel guilty. And just like I told you, it is something inherent to our human nature, which means everybody does it. Everyone on earth compares their relationship to others. Everything on earth compares what they have to what they don't have. Every single one of us does it. Every single one of us has this thought in their mind. We all deal with this thought. When we see what we don't have, we tend to compare it to what we have. That's why you don't have to feel bad for yourself. That's why you don't have to blame yourself. And the fact that you blame yourself, the fact that you suspect yourself of being a bad partner just because you are having this thought proves one thing. You indeed do respect your partner. You indeed do love your partner. You love them so much. You feel bad. Your nature puts itself in between in your relationship. You love them so much you feel bad. Your human nature expresses itself in the middle of your relationship. You are literally fighting your human nature just because you love your partner. You are a selfless person. You are a good person. That's why you are blaming yourself for having such thoughts. But you should not, because you cannot control it. Everybody does it. So don't beat yourself up. You're not a bad person. The only red line to never cross is to desire. To go from the thought to the action. To go from thinking to doing. To go from simply thinking that I wish my partner was like this to literally going and taking what you don't have. This is bad. But a simple thought itself, whether it is bad or not, it's something you don't control. But what you control and what you want to avoid doing is to desire, is to take the action of doing something. It is to literally go and take your friend's partner because you like what they have. This would not be good. And if the thought makes you this uncomfortable, this is an exercise, the ultimate exercise I suggest you to do every time you surprise yourself having this thought of, oh, I wish my partner was more like this one, or every time you desire or compare your relationship to others, so you will never feel like a bad person anymore. Every time you have this thought, every time you surprise yourself thinking this way, tell to this thought, I love my partner. Every time you surprise yourself desiring or expecting you have what you don't have, or comparing what you have to what you don't have, comparing your relationship to others, is tell to this thought, hey, I miss my partner. You can even grab your phone and text your partner, tell them you love them. Every time this thought pops up, push it away by telling it, or by telling to your partner, I love you. Sending a message to your partner, or saying a compliment to your partner. Doing something for your relationship. Reminding yourself that your partner has X and Y quality, that I love my partner for X or Y reason. Every time you deal with these thoughts, tell to these thoughts, hey, I love my partner. I'm happy with my partner. My partner makes me so happy. My partner is so good. He's such an incredible person. Every time you have these thoughts, strike back with a, I love my partner, or I'm so happy in my relationship. I don't want my relationship to end. Every time you strike back this way, you just shut this thought down. Every time you will act this way, every time you will apply this rule, you will notice one thing. Every time you act this way, every time you do this, you will notice that you never feel resentful towards yourself. You never feel like you are a bad person just because you were comparing yourself to another person, or comparing your relationship to another person's relationship. Tell yourself, I love my partner, when you compare your relationship to another. I hope the video was useful for you. I will catch you in the next one. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.